before it takes something else down with it. Now the real question, did the power supply and mainboard combo survive? Let's test it. Oh no, the PSU's gone too. It's not powering up anymore. Alright, maybe the motherboard and CPU are still fine. Let's swap in another power supply. And nothing. Dead silence. I can't believe it. I just fried a $30 power supply and my entire mainboard combo along with it. That's it. I guess this is where our unlucky GPU story ends. A tragic finale for what could have been a comeback. And finally, our last contender, the GTX 1060, 3GB. I'm not sure if this one can make up for all the losses today, but maybe, just maybe, it'll turn things around. This is the compact version, perfect for small form factor builds. But as you probably know, performance-wise, it's no different from the larger dual or triple fan models. The only real differences are cooling efficiency and noise levels. What makes this card even more interesting is the price. It's currently going for around $50, so if it works perfectly, this could actually end up being a profitable deal. Now comes the big moment. Now let's power it on and see if we're about to witness a little miracle. I decided to grab another PC combo to test this GPU again. Honestly, my hands were still shaking as I pressed the power button. Alright, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, and... oh, finally, the last bit of hope is alive. I could finally breathe a sigh of relief. Next step, I installed the latest drivers and, of course, ran the Heaven benchmark, because that's always the real test. At medium settings, the GPU ran pretty hot, around 70 degrees Celsius, but that's expected for a single fan card. The result, around 125 frames per second. Stable, no crashes, even under load. Honestly, that's a solid deal in my book. But then I noticed something. Some of the screws looked like they'd been opened before, which made me wonder if it had been repaired inside. Still, it works perfectly fine. No issues, runs smooth. And for me, that alone makes it totally worth it. After testing all 5 GPUs, only 2 of them turned out to be fully functional. Though with the GT 1030, 2GB, only 1 DisplayPort actually works. But hey, at least it's alive. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's fire up Fortnite and see how these cards perform in real gameplay. At low settings, the GT 1030, 2GB managed to pull between 100 and 150 frames per second, averaging around 100 frames per second. Even while running at full load, the temperature stayed at just 58 degrees Celsius, incredibly power efficient at only 30 watts. As for the GTX 1060.3 GB, things got a bit hotter. I might need to reapply the thermal paste soon. But performance-wise, it was impressive, hovering between 150 and 200 FPS with an average of about 140 FPS. So those are the results for the 2 survivors from our GPU lineup.